Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're back with some LEC off-season coverage, the latest and greatest news, rumors, speculation, and all that good stuff surrounding the professional League of Legends scene over in Europe. Today we're talking about Fnatic and more specifically their support situation going into 2021. Just about an hour ago, Fnatic tweeted this out, the hand signing emoji, and Professor, and a lot of people started wondering what exactly that means. Some people were confused. We see, obviously, though, Fosty says here that Hyllisang officially signs his new contract. That was his prediction. Professor is the name for Hyllisang, given to him by his Eastern fans. And then I also thought this tweet was hilarious. I'm no longer a Fnatic fan. I will not buy the VPN. I won't attend matches. That's really funny because Fnatic just recently had this like VPN scandal where they were like trying to scam people out of stuff. I just thought that was really funny. And then some people were saying, oh, does it mean Korean AD carry coming in or something like that? But then Fnatic cleared it up just a couple of minutes later. They said, welcome back, Professor. We're excited to announce that Fnatic Hyllisang has signed a new contract with Fnatic pending Riot approval. So now this is 100% official. Obviously, it's still pending Riot approval, but why would Riot not approve this move? That wouldn't even make sense as long as all the contract just specifics and everything are all good to go. They did their due diligence, everything. I trust them. Hyllisang is going to be returning to Fnatic, and that is very, very exciting news for Fnatic fans. Obviously, a day after losing Reckless, you finally needed some good news. And depending on how you feel about Nisqy, maybe this was a couple, pretty terrible days for Fnatic fans. Some people were really upset to be bringing in Nisqy, and then obviously really upset when Reckless left. But maybe you like Nisqy, maybe you think he's going to be an upgrade in the mid lane, and then now you're getting Hyllisang back. Maybe there is still some hope for 2021 after all. Again, obviously I think Fnatic is still probably going to be the second best team in the LEC. We don't know who their AD carry is going to be still yet at this point. It seems like they are deciding between Crownshot and Upset, but I swear every day or every hour I hear a new rumor that, oh, now Crownshot's a favorite, now Upset's a favorite, then they go back this way, then they go back this way. So I don't know. I really think it's too early to tell at this point, but they are in discussion with those two players, and I'm sure they're going to be making a decision soon because rosters are getting finalized all over the place. Those players need to know what's going on for their future, and depending on who goes to Fnatic, it's going to affect where the other one ends up. Crownshot could potentially still go to North America. Upset could go to Schalke if they don't end up on Fnatic. So there's a lot of moving parts there. But the great news is, again, that Hyllisang is returning to Fnatic, one of the best supports in Europe, a world-class support. He has obviously great domestic track record, great domestic experience, and he even performs internationally on the world stage. He is a great player. Any team would want him. This is going to be a one-year deal. Fnatic, obviously, they posted this little article called Hyli Signs. After an incredible Worlds performance, we're pleased to announce that Hyllisang has grabbed a new one-year contract to remain with Fnatic. So I think that's also interesting that they're only locking him up for one more year. I'm sure he wants to see how the team's roster is going to look going forward. I'm sure he wants to see how well he synergizes up with the AD carry, whoever they do decide to get. And then it's just going to be that both Hyllisang and the team are going to have their options open after a year just to see where they go. So yeah, that'll be interesting. We're delighted to have Hyli sign with us for the 2021 season. He's a big part of our plans for the next evolution of Fnatic. His performances at World show he's one of the best supports in the world. Hyllisang marks the first of Fnatic's LOL offseason signings, with more soon to follow. So he is their first official signing. And again, this is big news because, again, I think some people were kind of speculating, did Hyllisang get baited? Did he sign first and then Reckless leave? And now Hyllisang's like pissed to still be at Fnatic even though Reckless isn't going to be there. Or is Hyllisang going to leave now that Reckless isn't there? What's going to happen with the support position for Fnatic? But it does seem like Reckless left and then Hyllisang was still able to make the decision to stay with Fnatic, to try it out for one more year. So it does seem that he believes in Fnatic because Hyllisang definitely had other offers. He had big offers in the LEC. He had big offers in North America. He had some different places to go, but it seems he does believe in Fnatic. He thinks this team is still going to be good in 2021, and he's willing to at least give it one more shot. And I definitely agree with that because, again, I think they're going to be one of the best teams in the LEC. They're going to finish top 2 or 3, if everything goes right. And as long as they have a chance to make it back to Worlds, this is still a team that could do damage. They still have a huge carry in Self-Made. They still have huge veteran playmakers in Bwipo and Hyllisang, obviously. And depending on what you think about Nisqy, he was a very, very good mid laner at times in North America. He could come over to EU and be very successful right away, especially with his roaming, facilitative playstyle. That could really enable Self-Made to become maybe even an MVP player in the LEC. And if you have the MVP Self-Made jungle carrying a ton of games, then Fnatic's going to be very dangerous. They could even potentially take games off G2 even though they have this stacked super team. And again, Fnatic was a team that was one game away from beating top. They were one game away from being a top 4 team at Worlds. And yes, losing Reckless is going to be a downgrade at the AD carry position. But Crownshot and Upset are not so much worse than Reckless that Fnatic is absolutely doomed. Fnatic is still going to be okay. They're going to be a solid team in 2021. They're going to be fun to watch. And even though it has been a rough week for Fnatic fans, I think you should still feel okay about the future. Fnatic is still going to be all right. They're going to be a solid team in 2021, and they're going to have a chance to do damage at Worlds. And that's really all you can ask for in the end. Yes, it does suck losing Reckless, but at least they're keeping this very, very strong core of what has been a very great team over the last couple of years. But yeah, it's official. Fnatic, Hyllisang coming back together for at least one more year. Hyllisang officially signs his 1-year contract with Fnatic for the 2021 season. But yeah, pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about this? Should Hyllisang have left once Reckless left, or do you think he made the right choice coming back to Fnatic for one more year? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Check me out over at Twitch, twitch.tv/I_am_Germ. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.